Oh, Jessica Durbricks here, back for the review, and I know I'm a little bit late with this review, but that's because, as you can hear my voice, I am a little bit sick. Actually, earlier this week I was really sick, like starting Sunday all the way up until just about, I think Tuesday, I was really sick, but then Wednesday and now Thursday, I've been recovering, so I'll definitely be better by the weekend. But anyways, this is set number 70162. It's called Infearno Interception. Has 313 pieces, 2 minifigures, and it retails for $30 in the United States. This is a LEGO Ultra Agents set, and now let's take a look at the packaging. Here's the box for a set. It's your typical $30 box size, which looks pretty cool. There's a nice background. And if you go to this side right here, it just shows kind of the details in the set. And the instruction booklet is just your standard Ultra Agents instruction booklet. You get that little advertisement with Floyd in the back, like all the other sets. There's not really any particular advertisements exclusive to this one. So that's really it. And now onto the minifigures. Alright, so here is Ultra Agent Solomon Blaze. Now, this minifigure is really cool because it's a nice reference to Galaxy Squad, because if you remember in Galaxy Squad, we had somebody called Solomon Blaze, which was the leader of the blue team. Sadly, I do not have that minifigure, so I can't do a comparison, but they look very similar. You can see he has some nice facial printing right there, which does have a little bit more gruff than the Solomon Blaze from Galaxy Squad had, but he has a nice torso print too, and some nice leg printing with this little leg right here. Keep in mind, this minifigure does come in another set with the same design and everything, which is the biggest set, the Ultra Agents HQ or whatever. So he isn't exclusive to the set, but you can see his gun right here is that nice white color, which does come in another, like a few other actual Ultra Agent sets, and mainly, I guess, all the others. And if you push down right here, you can see the stud shoots kind of far. Then on the back printing on his torso, it looks just fine, and he does have a double-sided face where he looks kind of angry right there. You can see he has all these little scars, and on his front face you can see the little scars right there. I'd take off the hairpiece because the hairpiece is the Mutt Williams or the Agent Chase hair, because both of those minifigures did debut in 2008 with this hairpiece, but it's in this nice gray color, which we have not gotten before, and it looks fantastic because I love this hairpiece. But gray is kind of a color that we needed it, and so we could use it for older people. And now we finally have that, and it looks really great. So that fits him just well because you can see Solomon Blaze is much older now. That's it for this minifigure, and now on to the next. Alright, so here is the second minifigure, which is Infearno. Now this is the villain of the set, and he does have some very interesting pieces. You can see how detailed he is. He's made up of a lot of pieces. He has these little flames coming out on the side, this cool jetpack piece. But we'll start at the front. He holds these two dynamite pieces, which aren't exclusive to the set. Anyway, we've gotten them in many other sets. So that isn't really the special part. But if you see, first off, he has this little armor right here, which is the Galaxy Patrol armor from Series 7. It's come in a few other sets in different colors, but it hasn't come in this red color before, so that is exclusive to this set. That looks great. But probably the best new piece on him, or new recolor, but it's not really even a recolor, it's a whole new mold altogether. It is this little, I guess you could say it's like a flame helmet, because it's supposed to represent a flame coming out of his head or whatever, so it looks like his head's on fire. And that looks awesome because it's just one whole new mold that fits on any minifigure basically, because it fits on like a helmet. So you can see it pushes on it, it's staying on quite well, it's not going to fall off or anything like that. But that's in that translucent orange color, which looks great. And like I said, it's an exclusive mold, and it's just really kind of detailed. You can see inside how that works, and then there's all these little molds for kind of like a flame. So that is awesome. I really like that. And you could use that for lots of custom minifigures, which I'll show you one right after this minifigure. But once you take that off, you can see his facial print is really cool. If you take off his headpiece right here, which is a little bit hard to take off with this Galaxy Patrol armor on, or whatever you want to call it. There you go. Pop off his head like that. And this little armor piece right here doubles as a jetpack, and that's kind of an interesting build. Because, and you can see his torso printing right there, which looks really awesome. It has like a little flame in the middle, and some legs like that. Nice printing all around. And that's all exclusive. But this little armor piece right here, which, like I said, doubles as kind of a flaming jetpack, just is so intricate and so detailed for a minifigure gear piece. You can see just the front right there. The flames are coming from the side. Now on the back, this is kind of what the mission of the set is based on, because on the box it says the mission is to get these little canisters, I guess of some lava or whatever, I don't really know. But you could move this part like this, but it's supposed to kind of work as, it looks a little bit like it's a jetpack where he's getting propelled like that, or that's kind of his fuel for his fire. So you can kind of take that any way you want, but it looks great if you ask me. Only problem is it pops off ever so often because it is on this little Technic piece right here, onto the back stud of the armor piece. But you can just see a 360 of that once this thing sticks on. You can see how that works all around. So yeah, just really intricate. These two minifigures are just really kind of intricate figures. And one last look at the printing on his torso. So yeah, overall, really awesome minifigure. I really do like Infearno, and a nice little look without all his armor on. So yeah, kind of interesting. Just to show how cool Inferno's helmet piece is, you can see I made a very quick custom Ghost Rider. Very simple, very easy to make. It took me 5 minutes to make him. I want to see how quick I could make one that I was satisfied with. I just kind of took parts from Karai's Bike's chase set, this little jacket from older sets, and the Fantasy Era skeleton head. So you can see how that came out. I thought that came out really, really well for a 5-minute build. But I'm just saying, the possibilities with this helmet right here is endless. You could make the Human Torch. You could make Ghost Rider just from Marvel Comics alone, but imagine all the other properties for movies, video games, the list goes on. So this does not come in the set, but this is just a little custom to show how versatile this little piece is. This is Infearno's vehicle. You can see he comes with this little surfboard right here. You got these little megaphones right here, which are in that red color. But it's a really nice looking vehicle. Only part I don't like is that it kind of falls off ever so often. But if you could get past that, I really like how they made this. You can see just the bottom view from there, and you can kind of make it swoosh around because it is supposed to be a flying surfboard or whatever the heck it is. So yeah, with Inferno on it, it looks really cool, but if you take Inferno off, it looks a little bit lame, to be honest. But that's really it for this little build. Cute little nice build that LEGO added into the set. Very clever. There's some nice colored pieces in it. Now onto the main build. Here's the main vehicle of the set. It's Solomon Blaze's vehicle. There's some very nice pieces in kind of exclusive colors and stuff like that, color variations. So first we'll start off with the little parts of the set and not the play features. So on this side right here, the wheels. We got this little wheel right here, this little dish, I guess you could say this dish piece in this color, which I can't take off because it is on a Technic pin. Okay, there you go. In this color, this is exclusive to the set because it's in this trans blue color, and that hasn't come in any other sets, and not even any other Ultra Agent sets. The same could almost be said with this, but it does come in a few other Ultra Agent sets in this color, and I believe a few Chiwa sets. So that is an exclusive, but it's a little bit more uncommon. The window piece right here in this trans blue color, which opens and closes like that to the cockpit, that is exclusive in this color to this set. So that's really cool. I believe the same goes with this coil piece right here. I was looking all over the internet to see if this did come in any other sets, and it doesn't seem like it. Of course, I'm only talking about in this color because I have seen this piece before, but never in this color. So I think in this kind of flat silver color, it might be exclusive to the set. But you can see the side right there. There's this sticker right there that's not printed with the Ultra Agents logo. Then on the front, you can kind of see the wheels, which are a really cool play feature, but I'll look at the play feature later. Let me just apply this on like that. Okay, so the front, you can see there's these two little firing parts right here. Those aren't flicking fires, but I guess they add to kind of make it look like there's a little weapon on the front or whatever. And the side is almost identical on both sides with this part and then the other adjacent side. You can see there's this little sticker right here. And they also have this piece. So you do get 4 of that piece in that color in this set. So that's really cool for an exclusive color variation. There's this dish right here. Excuse me. And then on the back, you have this pushing part right here, which leads to the launching, I guess you could say seat or escape pod seat or whatever, which is actually a really cool feature. Then you got these loaded missiles right here, which are new for 2014, in that nice orange color, which are exclusive to the set, as I pointed out earlier. So now we'll take a look at the top of the set. You can see there's this part right here which reveals the missile, so that's kind of a hidden feature so that you won't see when you first look at the set or the build of the set. So what you got to do, and now I'll start demonstrating the play features because all you have to do is push down on these, and you can see they go really far. So let's see, this is going to be shooting myself in the face, literally. I shot myself in the face. But hey, that actually went pretty far. So I do like how well this works, because I never got any of those loaded missiles before, because like I said, they are new for 2014, especially the Star Wars sets, and I don't really buy Star Wars sets. So that was quite a surprise at how well those worked. And if we look back at the top, you can see there's these two stickers right here, which are a very nice little detail. They're not too hard to put on or anything like that. There's the launching escape pad part, which if you put Solomon Blaze sitting down like that, he fits onto the seat quite well. And so it doubles as a seat and as an escape pod. So you can put them down like that. You can see there's this actual really cool printed computer piece, which may be exclusive to the set, because I was also looking for this, and there's no entry on Brickset yet. Only caution is it may come in some other, maybe Star Wars summer sets. I know it doesn't come in the spaceship set, which I thought it would come in. But you can see that's a very nice print right there. So what you got to do is you push on the back, and to make that escape pod feature work, you just, like I said, push on the back. Then you can see sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's kind of a flaw. I was really expecting this to launch really far and stuff like that, but it really doesn't work too well, which kind of sucks, because that's kind of the coolest feature of this set. First time I did it, it launched it like really far, but after that, it just kind of gets stuck right there. Maybe you have to take off this part or something. Let me see. Yeah, so it works okay if you take off the window piece. But the only part I don't like about that is when I pull it back sometimes to reset it, this whole part breaks off, and then it's a whole complex process that takes like 5 minutes to put it back together if you don't put it back in right. So there's just a lot of things going for it that kind of went wrong, which I really was hoping that would work just fine. But other than that, you can see the bottom part of this, which does lead to the last play feature, which you can see there's these little dishes right here, because this vehicle could transform into kind of a floating vehicle. So sorry this little radar dish came off. It was because I took a look at it in the close-up or whatever. So that's going to be a pain to put on, so I'll just kind of slip it on like that. But the play feature is you can put this part like that, this part like that, this part like that, and then this part like that. Then bam, it looks like it's a floating vehicle. So that's actually really clever, really awesome. I do like how that works. It works just fine. So now you got kind of a floating futuristic vehicle to roam the streets. That's really it for this set. And now on to the final verdict. Overall, this set is really, really satisfying. I love this vehicle right here, which is Solomon Blaze's vehicle. It's really cool because it has lots of little cool play features. Like you get these back missiles right here, which work really good. The loaded missiles, which are new for 2014. And also in that color, they're exclusive to the set. Also, the launching chair function. If it didn't break so often, I would be really impressed with the play feature. But when it does work, it is really impressive. And it's really fun to play with because that thing launches really far. Also, the transforming aspect of this, where you can kind of put the wheels down to make it a floating car instead of just a regular kind of land vehicle that it is showed, which is really cool. And I mean, the vehicle itself wheels just fine, so that works really nice. And of course, the elements of this set, besides the minifigures, which are already extremely impressive and probably one of the best parts about this set, you do get a lot of nice elements that are exclusive to the set in the color. Like you get this little radar dish right here, which is exclusive to the set in this trans blue color. This little window right here, which is exclusive to the set in this trans blue color. These pieces in trans blue, which are kind of exclusive to the Ultra Agents line, it looks like. Also, for the minifigures, which I already pointed out, they're awesome. Like Infearno, I love his little, I guess you could say surfboard right here, which looks really nice. And you do get that nice red surfboard piece. He has some awesome elements like this molded helmet piece, which is exclusive to the set. So that is an exclusive mold to the set. Also, his facial printing and his legs and torso printing are just awesome. And the recolor of that armor that was originally from Series 7 is just amazing too. I really like that in red. And then for Solomon Blaze, who isn't exclusive to the set, but he does come in the biggest set, so this is the cheapest way to get him. I love his recolored Agent Chase hairpiece, which is a color I've been waiting to get for this hairpiece because it's such a nice hairpiece, but we don't really have it for older people, which is, you know, the gray color. And also some very nice printing on his face, torso, and legs. So he's not exclusive, but he's still a really awesome minifigure. So yeah, with all that taken into aspects, the only flaws I can really count out are that the size of this is a little bit small for $30. I'm alright with that. I know some people do have a problem with that. Also, the launching chair function sometimes breaks on me. I don't know if I'm being too rough on it or whatnot, because when I push it, you know, it doesn't really go that far sometimes, and then when I pull it back, like once it was really bad because it snapped, so I had to take the whole thing apart, and that was just frustrating. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or whatever, so that's a little flaw. And then one last flaw is very minor, but some of the blue pieces right here are kind of showing, and it would have been nice if they were trans blue for these little Technic pins. I know they do that to keep the cost down, but I would have preferred, I guess if you want to keep the cost down, maybe put them in black or something, because they do kind of leak through the design. That's a very small part, but you can see they have them right here, right here. But yeah, that's extremely small, and the same goes for this little yellow part right here. But other than that, this is just an amazing set. So I do give the set an A. I say you should definitely get it. There's some awesome pieces here. And that's really it for this review. Sorry if I'm a little bit under the weather. I already told you why. I know I always get sick. It's just ridiculous because I'm probably one of the people who just tries to go out of their way to not get sick. I think because of that, my immune system is so good that it became bad because I'm just immune to everything, so it's kind of breaking down. It's hard to explain, but whatever. That's just my hypothesis. So I will see you guys later. Bye.